Hey everyone, this is Jalen with Growth Inspire. I am here to talk about credit. I made a video talking about credit. It was one of my first videos that I made. Fortunately, YouTube kept flagging it for copyright issues with the music, and there's not a way for me to really fix it. So fortunately, I had to delete the original video, the first video I made, and then basically run it back now. And then plus, I think the video was a little bit awkward. Not too terribly awkward. Let me take a look and see real quick.
I know a lot of lenders use different score models, and typically the top two.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward, but I gained my confidence on talking to people, talking on video, talking on the camera. So this video should be a lot more smoother. So you don't want to miss it. If you're having questions about credit and the FICO score model, I will be talking about it in this video here. So check this out. One of the most common questions I get asked about credit is, what is the FICO score? How can I build up my FICO score? What makes up the FICO score? What can I do to build my credit or boost my credit up? So I decided to make a video talking about FICO score model and then what all breaks up that FICO score. Given with all the tips that I provide in this video, there's still not that guarantee that your score may improve without having some sort of credit repair or having a credit consultant looking at your credit report. If you're having any questions about your credit report, definitely let me know, and you can reach me at my email at support@growthinspire.info, and then I'll be more than welcome to go over your credit report or talk about your credit or talk about other things that you can use to build up that credit for you. The FICO score model is not the only scoring model there is out there. There is another popular score model which is called the Vantage score, but I will be primarily talking about the FICO score model in this video. So I won't be mentioning the Vantage score model in this video that much, if at all. So definitely, if you want another video talking about the Vantage score model, I will more than likely look into making a video about it depending on if I get enough requests. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. There is 5 different parts that make up that FICO score model. Those 5 things are the amounts owed, the payment history, the length of the payment history, the new accounts, and the credit mix. So those are the 5 things that make up that FICO score, and then I will be talking about all 5 of these different things and what they can be made up on. First thing I'm going to talk about first is the payment history, and that makes up about 35% of your FICO score. So that payment history is the payments that you make to your financial obligations every 30 days or so, depending on the payment terms. So those payment things can be your credit card payments on revolving accounts, those payments on retail accounts, or for your auto loan, just all different types of loans or lines of credit that you take out and you use those lines of credit to borrow items or purchase items with. So basically that makes up everything. What else makes up or can also affect it would be collection accounts or late payment. Collection accounts can be affected on there, given that it shows that you went delinquent on that account, and then it could be 30-day late payments, 60-day late payments, 90-day late payments, even up to 120 days late payments. So all those things can definitely impact your credit score tremendously. So that can make up that 35% of that FICO score model. The next part of the FICO score model will be the amounts owed, and that makes up about 30% of your overall FICO score, credit score rating. Amounts owed is the line of credit that you borrow or that you use on your different lines of credit accounts. For example, let's say if you have a unsecured credit card with a balance of $1,000 and you're using about 90% of that balance, or $900 of that total $1,000 credit limit account, that can tremendously affect your score, as it shows that you're using a big balance to purchase whatever you're using to buy. So a lot of lenders do not like seeing stuff like that because it shows that you have a lower probability of paying off that balance on time. For example, they like to see a lot of people use 1 to 2% of that total credit limit, as it shows that you are being safe and responsible with your credit that you have or what you're given. So definitely do not go crazy with the credit limit that you have. Just because you have a big credit limit doesn't mean that you should use a tremendous amount of it. So definitely be mindful of that. The next part that makes up your FICO score model would be the length of credit history. That makes up about 15% of your overall FICO score. So the length for credit history is that how long these accounts that you use or that you open have been open. A lot of lenders like to see the accounts be open for quite some time, not a few days or a few months, like a few years. Like the longer the account has been open and active, the better your credit score will be, because it shows that you are a very responsible person with this trade line that you have, and it shows that you can be trusted with money that you borrow in the future. So definitely look into that. So definitely the longer the account has been open, the better. So definitely one of those things is, how long does it take? A lot of people ask me, how can they build credit and have a good credit score? It just takes time. So the longer you have these accounts open, the better. So definitely look into that. Be mindful about the length for credit history, as that could be a very important thing to look into. So always remember that it can take time to build credit. The next part that makes up your FICO score model is credit mix. Credit mix makes up about 10% of your overall FICO score. Now, this may not seem as a big deal as it's just 10%, but 10% of a credit mix, it can make a significant impact on your credit score. And what is a credit mix is having different types of accounts. So different accounts can be a revolving credit card, a retail credit card, an installment loan, and it could be anything else. So credit mix are practically made up of 3 different things. A lot of people have issues with trying to get approved for new lines of credit. They may have 1 or 2 different credit card accounts that are active and they're in good standing, but they still have an issue getting approved for like other lines of credit. So I'll always tell them to look into their credit mix, as it can show that you may have a thin profile. So definitely look into your credit mix and make sure you have the right accounts on there. Usually I recommend at least 2 to 3 different revolving credit cards, 1 retail credit card, and 1 installment loan. And I can make another video talking about different kinds of options that you can look into if you're having challenging credit issues on your credit report right now. So again, 10% may not seem a lot, but it is definitely important. So definitely look into your credit mix. The last thing that makes up your FICO score would be new lines of credit. New lines of credit makes up 10% of your FICO score. Why does that make up 10%, or why does that even matter for a lot of lenders? It shows like how many new accounts that you have opened over the past few months or a few years. So a lot of lenders look into this as well, because they do not like lending money when you're having multiple accounts open in a short amount of time, because it can show that there's just so much uncertainty on whether if you will max out these loans or max out the money that you borrow and fall delinquent on paying it back. So a lot of lenders do not like seeing consumers take out or apply for a lot of lines of credit in a short amount of time. So always be mindful about how many accounts that you try to open or try to apply for, and just keep it at a bare minimum. Like, don't even use it unless you really have to. So I definitely recommend looking into that and making sure you don't open or go like overkill opening all these lines of credit. And to be completely honest, it doesn't really take much to build credit. So you don't need 1,000 credit cards or apply for 1,000 different things. I mean, it can take less than 5, honestly, to build credit. So definitely be mindful about how many lines of credit that you attempt to apply for, as it can do more damage than good. Alright, so that concludes this video talking about the FICO score model. I tried to make it as simplistic as possible for anyone to understand it. If you have any questions, you can reach me at my email, support@growthinspired.info. I check it almost every single day. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. If you need a consultation or you need a credit analysis, let me know, I will be more than welcome to do that and look into that for you. And also, don't forget to check out my online store for all your do-it-yourself credit repair needs. So I sell all kinds of goodies. If you're needing credit repair and you don't want to hire a credit repair specialist, you can learn to fix your credit yourself. I provide everything for you. I provide the templates, do-it-yourself instructions, basically everything you need to basically fix your own credit. I hope everyone has a good day. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it a lot. I'm getting more confident in making videos and I appreciate it a lot. See you at the next one.